just paste this out and see. There you go. This is great. Type kitchen, right? Opacity, back point 5, it will be a blur. There you go. So you can see we have got myself in the kitchen. Them and tested one bunch of these. The prompt can create any type of headshot. In this video, you will learn how to create a perfect headshot using your image using one perfect prompt. If you go to the link in the description box, the free resources where you have this headshot creator JSON, and this is a gigantic prompt which I craft for you to create any form of headshot, whatever your profession is. So this only prompt can create any type of headshot. So this is optimized JSON prompt which I created, and you can also check out promptslove.com and check out other image prompts, 20,000 plus, ChatGPT, Perplexity, Claude, and templates. So I've already created a bunch of them and tested one bunch of these. This is Cardigan headshot. This is some techie. This is for the dog, and this is the road safety one. So I will be reimagining myself as a chef. For that, you need to go to your favorite AI image editors. You can go to Seedream. I will be using the Nano because it preserves the original image quality way better than the others. And you can also use GPT one as well, but let's use the Nano Banana here. First, you need to upload a sample image of yours. So let me attach. There you go. And just copy and paste this particular prompt. This is a JSON prompt divided into different aspects of the image, from your face, your pose, your clothing, background, everything else is customizable. So first is this scene. The scene is the type. So type is this studio portrait headshot. You don't need to change that. But if you want natural light, you can simply change to natural light here. I don't want to change that because we are imagining myself as a chef. Framing is chest up. You can also do it close up. Framing is the way your pic should be. I want my chest up image. I want an ample headroom or to cut any part of it. If you want some part cut, you can transform this using negative space drop, which you can classify as false because it cut the head part or some part of your head while generating image. So this is something you should not touch because negative spacing top should be true. Orientation vertical. You want a horizontal, give it a go. So this is a subject. Subject has identity preservation is true. The pose is here. Stance is open approachable, right? You can change that to slightly. For example, I will say slightly lean down. You can simply do that relaxed lean, so it will show you something like here, or you can open approachable however you want. There is a gaze direct to the camera. Obviously the expression is warm welcoming smile. You can change that to warm sad, the way you want, but you can add more things to it. So how to add that? Just type this comma and add something like accessories. So I'm imagining myself as a chef, so I will be adding culinary wooden spoon in my hand. So I will add that here. So the styling is outerwear. So here it says the cardigan. So you can simply add that as chef embroidered. So the color I want it white. So here is something which I want to add is my name on it. So I will add the text just like that, Raman. That's it. So the next is top. Obviously I don't want to wear a blouse, so the type should be t-shirt. So t-shirt will be black. It's inside my chef coat. There's a background. You have a few options. Here I will be using a solid color, and there's a hex code of the color. You can go to Google and search for hex colors. You will find all the HTML color codes here. Just this is the color wheel. You can choose anyone from here. Just copy these code and paste that out here. But if you want a gradient, you can simply search for gradient generator. If you like the gradient background, you can select these colors and replace the solid with the gradient. And the type of gradient, there are many type of gradient you will find on this link. So I will put the link in the description box. Either you want a linear or a radial. Radial is bit of a circle, so this is a linear, so it will go on the right way. This is how you can choose the gradient. But if you want as an image, so you can type image and you can type the detail of the image. For example, if I'm a chef, I want a background of a chef. You can also add the opacity, which I will be doing in the coming minutes. So let's do with the solid color first. So this is a camera slightly high. That's great. So there's a lens which is the perfect. The focus is primarily on the eye, depth of the field shallow. It has the background. So there's a lighting, soft diffuse studio. That's great. If you want to add more styling, for example, in the open air, you can edit this. Quality is bright, airy. Surface is even gentle illumination. You can see that it adds the illumination on my face like this here. Detail emphases are these. Emphases are on the fabric. Texture cardigan. We don't have a cardigan, so what we'll do is fabric, chef, coat, like that. So individual hair strand, if you have a hair on the face, but if you don't have, just delete this. So this is for the demonstration. I have a beard, so I want individual hair strands. The natural skin texture, obviously the crisp, you get the point, right? So there's a keyword, different type of keyword here: confidence, approachability, professional warmth. So we are posing as a chef, so I want it to be a professional, but if you are posing as a comedian, you can add funnier keywords to it. There's a color grading. Style is clean, bright, cinematic. You can add or change it to clean, warm, clean, other type of color grading styles. You can always Google it. You will find tons of examples here. So the temperature, you got it. Tone balance, got it. Finish, there's a polished contemporary. You can always change that. There's the output resolution is high quality professional. Let's just paste this out and see how it looks. There you go. This is great. Now I will be copying this again, and let's see if we can change the background. So where is the background variable? There you go. So if I want a background like type kitchen, right, with all the two, we don't want to add the color, so we will add opacity, background, something like that, to add some blur to it. So I would say 0.5. I want it to be a blur. Let me paste that here. Let's see if it can actually create one. And there you go. So you can see we have got myself in the kitchen. We have a 0.5 opacity, and there is a blur as well. This is where you can optimize this particular prompt. I hope you like this. If you do, subscribe to the channel. And if you want to get more prompts daily, do check out promptslove.com. You will be amazed by the value it adds to your life. So see you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye.